Well done.
Yeah.
I like that save. What's up, guys? This is Jason Lipschutz. I'm the music editor of Billboard. I'm here with Zara Larsson. Can we give it up one more time for Zara Larsson?
All right.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
New album, So Good.
Yeah.
Out Friday. Lives
Yeah.
up to the title. I said beforehand, it is so good, no pun intended. I mean, you probably have, it's been out 4 days, but you've probably already gotten a lot of those puns.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What is
I'm responsible for some myself, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to be. But what's it been like? What's the reaction been like since it came out?
It's been really good. It's been so good.
No,
No, it's been really good. People have been extremely positive, and the feedback is beautiful, and people seem to really like it.
That's awesome. What are the tracks that people are really gravitating towards?
Well, what I see on my socials and in my mentions and stuff, and I've asked my followers, like, what's your favorite song? And it's really different. It's really, really different. But I think the favorite one for most of it is, I think, Only You.
It's my favorite one as well.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's a great, great song.
It really
I guess
is beautiful.
for people watching, keep letting Zara know.
Yeah,
what
keep
your favorite
letting me
songs
know which one's your favorite song.
Now, what's interesting to me about this album is that it seems like so many of these songs were created at different points in your career, because you have something like Lush Life, which was a huge hit. You have Never Forget You, another huge hit. And then you have these new songs. You have some old stuff. Like, how did this album come together? And what do you feel like when you look at that track list?
Well, I did have to work on it for a very long time, and I think that Lush Life is probably the oldest song on the album. And initially we wanted to release the album, straight away after Lush Life, and we know how that went. We waited 2 years, but I think you're right about being created in different times, and definitely in different places in the world too. But the songs that I wrote, which are like 7 of them, are made in America, in LA. And what can I say about it? It's really good. Yeah.
Well said. I like that. What is the difference?
No, but it's the I think the meaning, or the kind of somebody's popular here.
Somebody's
Getting
phone's
text,
blowing up. It's probably, maybe it's yours. I don't know.
No,
Everyone's
I got mine in my back pocket.
Oh, well, sounds
yeah. But I think the red thread and the message that I get from looking at it now when it's done is that it's pretty positive. It's very positive and uplifting and empowering.
Did you foresee it kind of being that way, or was it just like happenstance?
No, not at all. That's just what happened. Because what I wanted to do was just to create an album that had really good songs on it.
Yep.
And that's what I wanted to do. So, and then when it was just all together and I saw everything, full body of work, then later I realized that, it does actually is very empowering and positive. And maybe it's just who I am as a person.
Well, we need some positivity at this time. Come on,
We sure do.
Yeah. Now you mentioned that you created a lot of these songs in LA. For those who don't know, you are Swedish.
I'm Swedish.
And when you were 10, you won Sweden's version of Got Talent.
Exactly, America's Got Talent.
So going back years, you had this kind of stardom already, and then, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't think that there was a point where you thought that you weren't going to continue as a musician.
Well, I wanted to really, really badly, but I just said it's not going to work out because nobody wants to sign me, and my life sucks.
That's the saddest, shortest story I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's a sad and it's a short story. But now when you look at it, it's like, girl, you're 11. Chill. Yeah, so I was ending up with the contract.
Yeah.
I am signed today, and I just released an album. Like, it did work out, but I was stressed. I was stressed out. I was way more stressed out about time when I was 10, 11 than I am now.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I just expected so much. So when people ask me, how does it feel to have this level of success when you're 19? It's like, it's not really... Like, I wanted this my whole life.
Yeah.
And it's not really wowsy for me. It just feels very natural, and it feels like I'm on my way to get to where I want to be. But I'm not really close.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is on the way to what? Like, what is the
well,
next?
I mean, like, I just released my debut album.
Yeah.
So I would love to do world tours. You know, I want to do like Beyonce stadium world tours and have the #1s on Billboard and have the Grammys and stuff. So, you know, I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
But I'm on my way, but I'm not quite there.
Best New Artist at the EMAs a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was very cool. What is the difference between, like, I'm sure you're a very perceptive person, and what is the difference between like being like a pop artist in the US versus being a pop artist in the rest of the world, in Europe, and just kind of experiencing that stardom and how people interact with you? Like, do you see a noticeable difference?
Well, in the industry, it's pretty much the same, I have to say. But in Sweden, where I'm from, everybody's so chill. Like, we don't have paparazzis, and we're not really obsessed with the idea of being famous and fame and all that. Like, you know, it could be anyone walking around in the middle of the street, and people wouldn't really care for it. Unless it's Justin Bieber, you know.
So Justin Bieber transcends. I see.
Justin Bieber, we'll draw the line.
It's Justin Bieber and no one else. Okay, good to know things about Sweden.
No, but I saw Rihanna posted a picture of like 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, when she was in Sweden. She was like posting a happy picture as she was in the middle of a square somewhere, and she was like, nobody's fucking bothered by me. Like, we were just chilling. So that's very different. I feel like it's definitely a different kind of picture of famous people here. But in the industry, I'm not really that famous yet anywhere. So I'm chilling no matter where I am.
I think you're underselling yourself a little bit, but
yeah, but it's like I'm not really about that. Like, I think some people think that I have security walking around with me when I go out, and I definitely don't have that.
You know, the bouncers like
move
away.
Move. No, so I don't know. It's actually quite interesting because also America is so big, so it's hard to say what's different here than over in Europe, because America is like its own Europe. Yeah.
It's massive. What's the thing that when you're in New York right now, what's the thing that you miss the most about Sweden? Like, either like food or like a place, or just what do you wish you could have on your hands right now?
Well, I'm actually very happy traveling around. I don't really miss anything too much.
Okay.
Just because I'm just so used to traveling around. But I do miss my family and friends, of course.
Aww.
Of course. I just wish I could bring them. That's what I want. Like, in 10 years, I just want to be able to have my entourage. And so when I come here in 10 years, it's not going to be me, my manager. It's going to be me, my cousins, my family, my little dog. Wow. No, I'm kidding. But I do miss my friends and family a lot. I mean, that must be the only thing. Right now, the weather, I can be fine without.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I definitely feel you. What kind of dog do you have?
Well, I don't, but I'm thinking my future dog.
Oh, your future dog. So your future dog will be part of your entourage.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The dog will be the bouncer.
Exactly. Move. I want to have like a little French bulldog.
I want to wrap up, but just talking about some of these songs. I love the collaborations on this album, and especially I saw you just performed with Clean Bandit Symphony, which is the final track. How did that song come together?
Well, I think it was one of those where just their people reached out to my people, and I've been wanting to collab with them, especially in the UK. I mean, they're massive. They just made hit after hit after hit after hit. They just spent 9 weeks on #1 in the UK. And I have this kind of love affair with the UK scene.
Yeah.
I love all the UK artists. So by working with them was just huge for me, basically. And they played me this song, Symphonies, and I loved it. I thought it was such a beautiful song, both melody-wise and texts, and just everything made sense. So I recorded it, and we just liked it.
How did the performance go?
It was okay.
Okay.
It was alright. I'm always hard on myself, but I haven't watched it back. Maybe I should do that.
But it's like game film.
It felt okay. I feel like I can do better, but it was one of those moments. You know, I look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
A very pretty dress on. I like my hair because I'm mermaidy. But singing wise, I don't know. I'll check it out. Then I'll get back to you.
I'm picturing your notes being like hair, more mermaidy.
Yeah.
And that's all.
More mermaidy. But it was kind of this mermaid vibe.
I I like it. Where was that? That was in the UK, right?
Yeah, it was The Voice UK.
Okay, very cool. And then you also worked with Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh, I love him.
Who's kind of on every track and everywhere. But what
he is.
What was it like just having those two voices together?
Well, I am such a big fan of Ty Dolla $ign, and I basically love everything he's doing. So by working with him, I don't know, it was a big thing for me. It really, really was. And when he came into the studio, I don't really get nervous when I meet people, but I basically couldn't really talk when I met him. Yeah, I was really trying to play it cool. So I was like, what's up? But really, I was like, ah! It was special. I was a bit starstruck.
I was going to say, who's like the person that you haven't met yet that you would be the most starstruck by?
I would be pretty starstruck if I met Nicki Minaj or Rihanna. I mean, I have on my phone case or like a little sticker.
Wow.
Beyonce and Nicki and Riri, and they blink.
Can you hold that up, because I feel like people, and I would love that, and I feel like people would love that. That's incredible.
So it's the Holy Trinity. What can I say?
I think that's a perfect place to end right there. Zara Larsson, the album is so good. It's called So Good. It is so good.
Out everywhere.
And when can people in the US see you? Are you?
Well, I'm going to be live sometime next week.
Okay.
Wednesday.
GMA. Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. I'm gonna be live just for you guys. And then I'm doing what?
Someone's
20. What?
Tour.
Clean Bandit tour starts very soon.
There you go.
US tour. And
April 1st, April Fool's Day.
It is.
There you go.
Is it?
Yeah.
21st of April?
I thought they said April 1st. Yeah.
April Fool's Day.
We have people like hurriedly whispering at you.
Well,
and it's all good.
Well, the thing is, in Sweden, it's called like 1st of April. Like, that's when you know you fool everyone. So nobody gets fooled because everyone's so aware of that it's April 1st because we call it April 1st. But here, it's more like April Fool's Day. You don't really remember that it's April 1st. Do you?
I mean,
I don't know.
sort
I
of.
just want to fool people. That's what
Do you
I'm trying to say.
you should prank Clean Bandit. Like, that's like your tour opening. Like,
I'm not coming.
Oh, but I hope they're not. Maybe they're watching this. They're getting ready. Anyway.
Right. We'll
Zara
see.
Larsson, So Good is out. So good to have you in here. And give it up one more time for Zara. Thank you guys for watching.
You.